What is going on, everybody? Happy Thursday. My name is Justin, aka No Good Comics, and welcome back to the channel. This is the show where I go over the books that I'm reading this week that just came out from July 21st, 2021. Some of the books that I picked up either physically or downloaded digitally, and I'm diving in, reading these books, and I would just like to try to bring some recommendations your way. So this is a special show, I have to note, because I have a couple of guests that are going to be joining throughout this show, and so you'll have to stick around and see what I'm talking about. But if you guys don't know, this is part of Tag Team Thursday, so it didn't just start here. It actually started at 6:30 over on Just the Rican and his comics channel. Rod kicks it off at 6:30, then we jump over to John's Comics with Kids, then we jump to Old Wolf 65, Tony, and then after that we go to Brandon's channel, ComixKings, who just wrapped up hanging out with Chet Night. So it's always a lot of fun. If you guys are not familiar with that, we do this every Thursday. The whole chat jumps from one channel to the next, and it's just been such a great time. So I put all their information in the description below. Make sure you have them all subbed up. And then what else? Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. If you missed it earlier today, 12:30 Eastern time, my top 10 picks for New Comic Book Day coming out next week just released. So if you guys are already looking to the future of what is about to come out next week, make sure you check that out. Those are my top 10 picks that I'm looking forward to, that I'm excited for. And that series has been a lot of fun so far for what I've been doing with it. So appreciate everybody who's taking the time to either catch it in the premiere or rewatch the replay. Appreciate you. So I see we got 18 people in here. Like I said, I have a couple guests that are going to be involved in this stream. So make sure you hang out. If you're watching the replay right now, thanks so much for taking the time to watch the replay. Let's say a quick hello to the chat before I get into the fun and some of the new books that I picked up. And of course, we got my man Travis Station, brother, right off the bat. You've been awesome, man. Appreciate you dropping the links everywhere and just running the show with us, man. You are very much part of the crew, brother. So I appreciate all that you do and the support that you're doing and helping us out, man. I really do appreciate that, Travis. We got Thomas Jackman in the house. What's going on, TJ? Good to see you. We got my man Phil. Saw you earlier this morning as well. Good to see you. Comic Talk Weekly. Thanks for stopping by. We got my man Wong in the house. Good to see you, brother. We also got my man Big Herm Collectibles. What's going on, Herminio? Appreciate you, my friend. Thanks so much for stopping in. We got my man Jason Claiming Comics in the house as well. Good to see you, Jason. Thanks for stopping by. We got Scott in the house. What's going on, Scott Hazelwood? Thanks for hanging out with us here today on our Tag Team Thursday. Saw you in the chat earlier as well. And of course, my man Fable Station. I was just over on Instagram live with him not too long ago, this past Tuesday. We had such an amazing time. We were talking about FOMO and how to deal with that in the comic book hobby. So really fun discussion with him, Steve Roscoe, over on his Instagram channel, I think is posted. So if you want to catch the replay of that, make sure you go check out Fable and everything that he's doing over there. We also got Simple Simon. What's going on, Simple Simon? Dude, I just want to express how jealous I am of you, Simple Simon, as I know that you have had the opportunity to interview Tom Taylor a little while ago. I know you put that up on your YouTube channel, and I was just reminiscing about that because I would love to interview Tom Taylor one day, especially after reading this issue of Nightwing and just loving Nightwing in general right now with what he's doing with it. But anyways, I saw your name. That came to mind, that video. Great interview, my friend. Thanks for stopping in here. We got Rod. There he is, the man who kicks it off right here. I guess we call him the starter. Rod, you're the starter, man. You're the starter. You went like 8 innings, bro. That was great. Appreciate you stopping in, brother. I put your information in the description below. If you guys don't follow this man, make sure you do so. And there's Brandon ComixKings. He was the one that was just live right before me, along with his partner, Chet Night. So good to see you, brother. Unruly Simeon in the house, my dude. Thanks for hanging out. Let's see. I agree, John. Hit that like button, everybody. I appreciate that. John, great video that you did earlier today. That was a lot of fun. Seeing just your day, at the beach with the family, and seeing Kevin being able to hang out with people in the community is always a good time. So it's cool that you're able to capture that. Yeah, guess say what? The Cerebros in the house. What is going on? Yeah, so I'm gonna be teaming up with them later this month, actually. So looking forward to that, as they do a really cool podcast over there. So make sure you check them out. Thanks for stopping in, man. My girl Sheena, what's going on, Sheena Station? Thanks for stopping in. There's Old Wolf 65, Tony. He's also part of the Tag Team Thursday crew. Make sure you sub him up if you're not already. And of course, the chat just jumped on me. Like I said, hang tight because I got some guests here. Gonna bring some fun people in. Chop and Drop, dude. I love your name, man. Chop and Drop just rolls off the tongue, man. Thanks for stopping in. We got Brother Joe, Station Brother Joe. Good to see you. Let's see. I think we're getting everybody here. We got Crystal in the house, Glitter and Duct Tape. Hello, hello. Got some books for you, as you know. Going to be shipping them out your way. Thanks to Hialeah Comic Bro. Shout out to Raul there for passing along his winnings over to you as a nice gift. Always love seeing that in the community as well. Absolutely, Rod. Absolutely. All right, I think I've gotten through just about everybody. Yeah, dude. No, absolutely, man. Heck yeah. Hey, we got Michelle in the house. What's going on? Moonlit Comics. Michelle just finished catching up to all of the MCU films. She hasn't watched them. She didn't watch them all as they came out. So her and her boyfriend, I know they've been watching them little by little, and they just watched Endgame last night. So Michelle, I'm really excited to hear your thoughts on that later. We got to talk. So I'm really pumped for you. And still more great books to go, or great movies to go. So yes, picking up Nightwing. 100%. I'm all over Nightwing, Crystal. All right. So I think I got everybody at the moment. Appreciate you stopping in. Feel free, if you have any questions or whatever, let me know what you guys are reading right now. I'm always interested in doing that and hearing what you're reading. Leave a comment in the comment section below. So let me start with, before I bring in some guests, right? Because I have a couple things too. First book I want to talk about, and this has kind of been on the low. I feel like not a lot of people have been talking about it, except Rod. Shout out to Rod, because I know that you brought it up earlier today. And that is the book Home, issue number 4. This is from Image. And it is a heavy book. It's a heavy book, and I'm really enjoying it. It's 5 issues total. So there's one more book coming out. This one, I was really big on it at first. I actually didn't read issue 3, or when it came out, I missed it. And then when I found out 4 was coming out, I went back, read issue 3. Now I'm caught up on 4. My girlfriend really enjoys this book as well. It's pretty interesting. It's pretty heavy. It's about this boy here. His name is Juan. Him and his mother get separated when they're trying to migrate into the country, and the borders, the systems that are on the borders have separated them. And I know that there've been terrible things that have happened, and this is kind of about that, except that the boy has superpowers, is kind of the extra twist. And so when he gets separated from his mother, he ends up like discovering these powers just from his own emotion, and can't really help but he can't hide it. So they kind of come out. And so oh man, I just realized I forgot one guest tonight. Oh man, all right. Well, I'm going to bring it up. Anyways, Home, issue number 4. At this point, I think Rod mentioned too, I think it's a good idea. If you are planning to get into it, you're probably best to just wait for the trade, and then go for it that way. But yeah, anyways, great read. Definitely recommend it. All right. I'm going to bring in one of the guests here. And we got Roger in the house. What's going on, Roger? Good to see you, brother. Was just over on 3 Men in a Basement last night, hanging out with Otto and some of the crew, talking about our Comic-Con coming up, the Terrificon. Really excited for. So, Roger, good to see you, my friend. Thanks for stopping in. We got my man Nick, Station brother. Station, and Nick, you are the guest. You are the guest. I have to pull up your video here. I'm going to see if I can do it during the show, so I can keep that part of this. So here's the first one, and here's what I'm going to do. I was scrambling getting home today, and for those who I reached out to, they know how last minute this whole thing was. But I had a lot of great people from the community hook me up with a favor, and so this is some recommendations. I asked some of the community to come together, put some videos together for some recommendations. So I'm going to kick this first one off here. So yeah, let's do this one.
So one of my top picks for this week is probably Superman and the Authority by Grant Morrison. Not only was it a really fun read, just watching the dialogue battle between Manchester Black and Superman, but there's also a ton of potential for this. I'm really excited what Philip Kennedy Johnson's doing with the Man of Steel right now, and I feel like this is a huge stepping stone in getting us to War. Little things like his age, his powers kind of fading away, as well as the Kingdom Come S on his chest. all are like, I feel like it's just a huge milestone to get us that inevitability of him being a prisoner and Jonathan taking the mantle back home. So if you haven't checked it out, definitely check it out. And until next time, we are Legion.
Boom, my man Mark in the house, a Legion of Comics. If you guys don't know Mark, I know he is a diehard DC fan. So really nice to see him coming along with the Batman series there that just kicked off the Authorities. So it looks interesting. I did not get to read it, but that's why I was able to bring someone on who was and who's able to give us a little bit of a review. So he seemed really excited for it, and I might give it a shot. I think it's 4-issue series. So, you know, maybe it's something to read and trade. I don't know. I did see it come out. I didn't buy it on Comixology, but maybe I give it a go since Legion was just talking about it. So if you guys don't know Mark, Legion of Comics, I put his information in the description below. So appreciate you, Mark, for sending me that great clip. And let's see, we're going to go to the next one here, that I want to talk about. And that is this book here. It's another Image book, my second Image book for the night, Siphon, issue number 1. This was a great read. A really great read. Everything from the story to the artwork, the colors on the inside of this thing was just absolutely stunning. Let's see if I have the writer here, Patrick Meany, is doing the writing, and it's basically it's about this guy who's an EMT, Silas, I think is his name. Yeah, it's about Silas. He ends up gaining these powers kind of out of nowhere, where he has the ability to take on other people's pain. And relieve them of that pain. And he has the ability to now like really be able to read people and what they're going through and dealing with. And the first issue is actually pretty like there's a lot to it in the first issue, but it doesn't feel like it. Like it's told in a way that it doesn't jam things in. Like the timeline kind of goes quickly, but it's not that bad. Like I don't know how to describe it. It just flows really well, I guess is how I'd have to put it. But Siphon issue number 1, I really, really enjoyed this book. Not sure how many series, if this is an ongoing or if this is only going to be 5 issues or whatever the case may be, but I am definitely going to get the second issue. The way that some of the panel layout was within this was really creative, really different. So yeah, if you guys are into some of the indie stuff, Siphon issue number 1, I think is well worth checking out. And let me just confirm something here. So I saw a couple people come in the chat. I saw my man Chip Getler in the house. What's going on, Chip? Good to see you, my friend. Got Planet Clintar hanging out with us today as well. Hello. Let's see. Scrolling through. I got Uncanny Swag hanging with us as well. Good to see you, Swag. Yeah, Michelle, great clip. Yeah, really nice of Mark. Sorry, I should have checked back into the chat here. I kind of jumped to the next book. Yeah, Legion's a great guy. Appreciate that he took the time to do this. And I got a few others here. So let's go into the next one. I see Real Rude 6 in the house. What's going on, Real Rude? Good to see you, my friend. Thanks for stopping in as well. Got 28 people with us, so thank you all. All right. Let's see. Next one up here. Let's go with this one.
Hey everyone, it's Caroline here from Caroline's Comics and You Promised Me Comics channel with my pick of the week for the new comics this week. My choice is Save Yourself issue number 2. We all know that I absolutely love the first issue, and issue 2 is just as good, if not better. The world building, the character development, I mean there's some massive plot twists in here that I personally did not see coming at all, that I was so excited to be reading as I thought. And I think that if you've been reading the first issue so far, you're absolutely going to love issue 2, and if you're not, get on it. This is Powerpuff Girls meets Totally Spies. It is tons of fun and just a great, really enjoyable read, especially when you think about how many like really heavy topics and like really dark books we have going on in, comics right now. This is one of those kind of fun, just enjoy it while you read it series. So yeah, everyone, thanks for watching. Shout out to No Good for having me on tonight, and I hope you all had a great new comic book day yesterday. Bye, everyone.
All right. Caroline's Comics hanging out. Appreciate that review. Save Yourself. I have never read that book. I saw that is a Boom Studios book or Boombox. I mean, it sounds great, and I completely trust Caroline. Anything that she talks about or recommends, I'm always on board with, because she is always on point with her recommendations. Her and Spark doing some great things over on their channel as well. So I put Caroline's information in the description below. Thank you so much, Caroline, for doing that. I'm going to have to check that book out, because that is a book that I have not read. Yeah, Nick saying you missed Save Yourself. Yeah, so there are 2 issues in. You know, at least it's that, so not too late. Love this idea. Thanks, John. Appreciate you, man. Let's see. Nick was saying Siphon is good, interesting story. There's a supernatural stuff going on, good humor and drama. Yeah, good point too, with the humor and stuff. I definitely like some of the back and forth that he has with some of the other characters. It's light, especially with something that's for the most part pretty serious. You know, the kid who like injures his hand in towards the beginning of the issue, and he's helping him as an EMT. You know, like that he was telling him that he'll be all fixed up before the new 2K video game comes out, things like that. So I like that there was some good realistic, like, you know, humor to it as well. So very cool. Nick will be picking up the next one. We got my man Bill in the house. B Donovan in the house. What's good to see you, Bill? Thanks for stopping in. Let's see, just want to scroll through here. Yeah, John, he says, I used to try to do this with my news show, but it was a lot to manage. Totally agree, man. And I mean, I literally asked people like an hour and a half before the show to send me some stuff, and I tried to edit it a little bit, you know, put some things up there. And so, you know, I tried to work it out. So, it is a lot of work though. It definitely is a lot of work. I'm going to attempt to upload a clip here while I'm live. I've never done that. So if I end up, you know, getting closed out here somehow, then I apologize. Let me see. Just trying to see if nothing. All right. Trying to get another video that was sent to me. I do have it here. I wonder if I could just share it. All right, let's try this. Hang tight. See if we share screens here.
What's going on, everyone? Nick from Comic Culture here. I'm going to give you my initial thoughts. Just got done reading Radiant Black #6. This is a Kyle Higgins.
Are you guys even seeing that? I don't think you're even seeing that. Nope. Damn it. All right, I'm gonna continue to move on here. But I'll see if I can get it by the end here. All right, next book that I want to talk about is we got Phil Ailing in the house. What's going on, Phil? Good to see you. Love Caroline. Yeah, she's great. Sparks too. Indies are on point. Absolutely agree with you there. Real rude. What's going on, Perry? Good to see you. Station, my friend. Oh, you can hear it, but you can't see it. Okay, maybe I'll just let it play then. I don't know why the visual Nick. Let me do that again then. Let me at least like play this, because I wanted to make sure I had this, and I'm really bummed that I just forgot. I crapped the bed on that, so that's my fault, guys. But here you go. Let's see if let's see. Can I do it this way? I'm still exploring this stuff, so bear with me. Oh, let's try this.
What's going on, everyone? Nick from Comic Culture here. I'm going to give you my initial thoughts. Just got done reading Radiant Black #6. This is a Kyle Higgins book. I actually really enjoyed this book. We have our Radiant Red character, which I guess is what we're calling this character. We didn't quite understand the motivations of this character when we first ran into them in the first couple issues of Radiant Black, but now we get all the backstory we could ever need to understand why this character is doing what they're doing. She's a little bit conflicted. Her family's kind of falling apart. She's doing whatever she can to kind of pull it all back together. So let me know, what would you guys do if you had these powers, and do you blame her? So Radiant Black #6, great read. I would highly recommend it. Check it out.
All right. That worked out perfect. Look at that, Nick. I came through, right? Man, I was like, I think Nick was literally the second person I think that had sent me a video. And then, you know what, Nick, I blame you because of the way you sent it to me. That's it. That's what I'm going to go with. You sent it to me very differently than everyone else. And so that was your fault that I almost messed it up. Totally kidding. Thank you, man, for sending that. I really appreciate that. Radiant Black issue #6 is a book I have not caught up to yet. I am all the way up to 5. So that is on my list. I am going to be reading that probably tonight. So thank you for not ruining it, but it was a great review. I'm really excited from what you had to say. Sounds like it continues on to be a good book. So really, really enjoying glad to hear that Radiant Black was good from your standpoint. And so, yeah, let's see. Wow. I don't know what you're talking about. No buses were involved on this. Yes, there you go, Travis. Hashtag blame Nick. I'm all on board. I think Fable would support that as well. Jason, I agree, man. Radiant Black, it's been really good. If you guys are not reading it, it is very good. And I'm glad that that's an ongoing series. And I remember issue 4, like hard left turn, issue 4. So really interesting. H. Lee, what's going on? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. There's an Easter egg there. There's an Easter egg in there where the character is reading Nice House on the Lake. Oh, really? Interesting. I'll have to keep an eye out for that. I love when these little Easter eggs are, these crossovers and things come through. Let's see. Next book I'm going to talk a little bit about is this book right here, Moon Knight. I have never read a Moon Knight book before. I don't know anything about the character other than like what he looks like and what I've seen from, classic issues. I have to say I really enjoyed this. There were vampires involved. I didn't know that. I like that there were some references to other characters like Spider-Man in here throughout. And he has a bit of I like his humor and his style in this. And at the same time, I mean, we're learning that he's essentially, he died. He was a military man throughout his life, and then he died, and then he came back, and he has these powers now, and he has this responsibility to essentially protect those in the night. And anybody who messes with that or messes with people of the night, they are they have to deal with Moon Knight. So I don't know much else about this other than I don't know if this is like the original Moon Knight character. I think it is. I don't think it's like a Swamp Thing type thing where they're introducing new characters that take on the powers. But yeah, I don't know. I really enjoyed it. I don't know what else to say about it because I'm just so new to it. If you're new to Moon Knight, I think it's worth checking out if you've never read Moon Knight before, or even if you have read Moon Knight before. I just don't have anything to compare it to. So, but I really enjoyed it overall. Love the action scenes. Oh, and also it's Jed McCade is doing the writing, and shout out to Jed McCade because, or McKay, excuse me. So he is the one that's writing Magic the Gathering right now for Boom Studios, and I'm really enjoying that as well. So, really good stuff. The artwork there. Let's see, Cappuccio. Like I'm butchering him. I apologize. Stephen McNeven is doing the cover here, and I know there was a ton of variants as well. So yeah, I think it's a good read. Let me jump back in here because I saw my man Legion of Comics in the house. What's going on, Mark? I just played your video earlier. Appreciate you, my friend, for sending that in. This was a lot of fun. I have a couple more videos that I'm still going to show just coming up right now. So everybody stay tuned. I see Caroline's Comics in the house. There she is. Caroline, thank you so much. I played your video as well just a few moments ago. Great review from both you and Mark. Really appreciate what you guys had to say. And I'm not reading either of those books, so now I'm on board. I'm going to have to go back and check them out. So I'm looking forward to both of them. If you guys are not following Mark or Caroline, I put their information in the description below. So again, I appreciate you all sending them my way. C-List Eamon in the house. He says Radiant Black 7 will be the one to get. Oh, interesting. Okay. All right. But you know what I'm saying, right? Eamon, like that 4, like a hard left turn 4, and for the good. I mean, I like the direction they went in, but yeah, good call there. Interesting. He says I need to pick up Moon Knight. Yeah, so definitely, we get introduced to some characters and things like that. So there are some interesting things about it as well in that sense. If that's if you're looking for that, let's see. Real Root said Radiant Black for sure was a good read. The art is a treat, and the action scene is awesome. Yeah, 100%. Moonlit is a big Moon Knight fan. I know that. There's a really cool Terrificon. I saw that Terrificon exclusive. I think it was like Comic Elite or something like that. I saw that. Did look cool. Oh, the chat just jumped. Save yourself. Yes. Good call, Caroline. Good call. Let's see. Wow, your LCS sold out of Moon Knight. Debating whether. Wow, I'm surprised. I mean, I just thought there was a big print run. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the print run's not that big. Who knows? All right, let's see. All right, let's go with another guest because I got another guest here. So far we had Mark, we had Caroline, we had Nick. And again, shout out to Nick. Nick, I put your information. Oh, I didn't put. That's the one thing. My bad, Nick. I got to add your information to the description. If anybody with a wrench can throw Nick's YouTube link in the chat here, much appreciated. Otherwise, I will definitely make sure to update the description for those who are catching the replay. But again, thank you, Nick. All right, next one up here. Got to go with this one right here, my man.
What up? What up? This is real last minute. I actually had to step in my car. Justin messaged me to record a quick video about my top read of the week, and that would go to a book from Xenoscope called Terror Tales Quarterly Game Night, which is a 77-page one-shot and basically just a horror movie, but in comic book form. It involves a group of people who get invited from an old high school friend of theirs for a game night, and things just get worse and worse. All right, I gotta go. Peace.
My man Jason, Claiming Comics. He was in the chat, man. Jason, thank you so much for putting this thing together, man. I really appreciate this. Some may say I have twisted his arm to have him send me that. He was out with his friends at a restaurant. Yeah, here he is. Says he was eating at a restaurant. I was like, yeah, no worries, man. If you can't do it, but just saying, other people, you know, they're doing it in some difficult situations. So he's like, you know what? He goes, here you go, you jerk, and he sends me this video. So, Jason, man, I really appreciate it, dude. Really appreciate you sending that in. And that book that you brought up. I had it up here on the screen. Tales of Terror Quarterly, Game Night issue #1. So I'm not really a big Xenoscope guy. I haven't really read a lot of their books. Just haven't given it a shot. And from what you described, it does sound really cool. So perhaps I'll have to give that a shot as well. If you guys aren't following Jason, he goes by Claiming Comics over on Instagram. So check him out. I put his information in the description below. Oh, and there's Nick's link right there. Thank you, John. Appreciate that. If you guys are not subbed up to Nick, then make sure you do so. Oh, my bad, Fable isn't working. All right, I'm gonna have to fix that. I gotta make sure TM has a wrench too. I don't know if TM has one, but if not, he should. He says yes, but seriously, that book was crazy. Yeah, man. I mean, I like the idea of it. Just so what you explained there with Game Night. So sounds interesting. I will give it a shot. You've been another one, Jason, giving me some really great recommendations. You're ahead of me in the game sometimes with some of the new books, and I like that. I like hearing the recommendations and being able to break it down with people as I've been, as I continue to catch up as well. Let's see. Appreciate that, Caroline. Thanks. That's right. Yeah, you gotta make time. Yeah. Well, I'll get into it. Next book. I know I'm hitting the 30-minute mark, but I got a couple more people. I did want to just talk a tiny bit about this book here. Actually, I have the physical. So I want to show the inside. So this is Mother of Madness, issue #1. I don't know if you guys have read this, obviously, or if you're not familiar with it. Amelia Clark is the writer, along with Marguerite Bennett, and the artist Layla Lees doing the artwork, the interior stuff, and this particular cover. I enjoyed this issue. It's a 3-issue miniseries. Obviously, this is not something that Amelia Clark normally does in terms of different platforms that she's on. Comic books, this is her first kind of approach with it. And I really enjoyed the as I read through the issue. It's a long issue. It's like 40 pages. I know some people have had mixed feelings about it. She really focuses on her feminist a feminist message that she talks about, and the reason that she created this whole book was to really get this message out there. And so you can tell that there was a lot of passion that was put into this book, and on top of that, the artwork and everything is just stunning. I wanted to see if I could find like some of the panels are really, really dope. And so basically it's about this woman who has superpowers based on how she's feeling. So I know, like, if she's feeling sad, she can turn invisible. I think if she's like angry, or no, if she's happy, she can like stretch like Mr. Fantastic. So she has all these different abilities, all based on different feelings that she's going through. So Basically, she finds out that there's sex trafficking in the book, and runs into some punks that basically she takes down, and it then becomes her mission to make sure or to put sex trafficking to a stop in the world. So I think it has a really powerful message, and I will be getting issue 2. Like I said, it's a longer issue. It's a thicker book, 3 issues total, but kudos to Amelia Clark for what she's doing, and again putting out a message that she really stands by, and I think that it's a good read. I think it's worth reading. So make sure you check that out. That's Mother. I know there were some really cool variants for that as well. Yeah, good call. I was looking at that, the back page, all the different emotions. Yep. Haven't read it yet. Yes, amazing. Yep, absolutely. Yeah, and I really enjoyed it. I definitely recommend it. Let's see. Oh, I don't know if I'm reading that out of text. Sorry. Going back a little bit here. Oh, we got the art chemist in the house. What's going on, brother? Good to see you. I think you're going to be at Terrificon, I think, is what I heard. Scrolling through. All right. But anyways, so I just got cover A, which I showed, but I don't know why I'm just re-showing it. But cover A, so that was one I wanted to that I wanted to make sure I owned. I got just a couple books left and a couple guests left, so stick with me. I got 32 people here. I know I'm going a little bit longer than I normally do, but I appreciate that. Let's see. Let me bring up. Oops. What's going on, Dale? Good to see you, my friend. Thanks for stopping in as well. Let's see. Next guest, as I should say. Let's bring this one up right here.
Hey, gang, I'm here. I'm hard at work, really focusing on getting a lot of things done and thinking about Supergirl. Really great book that I read this week. Good comic, great art. Tom King, I'm a big fan. The way he peels back the layers of a hero, in this case, Supergirl without her powers. Tragic death in issue 1. Where does that leave her? Emotionally scarred. Interesting layers going on here. Maybe when I'm done with work, I'll do a kind of video on it, but I'm working real hard these days. Can't really spend the time, but yeah, I think it's worth picking up. Good story. Check it out. If you're a fan of Tom King, or if you're just a fan of good cosmic stories, it might be something you really enjoy. Now I got to go get back to work, so I'll talk to you guys later.
Man, this guy hard at work over here. John's Comics with Kids. John, thank you so much, man, for sending that in. I have to say, John is the one that inspired me to kind of build on, asking for these videos. I had initially reached out to John as he was talking about Supergirl, and I haven't really talked about the idea that I'm reading it, because I skipped issue, or I didn't initially read issue 1, and I just forgot about it. And then I saw issue 2 was coming out, and I forgot that Tom King was writing it. And as I'm now very open to anything, because just like Nightwing, you never know what you're going to fall in love with in terms of the books and the writers, and the artwork. So I decided to give, because I do like Tom King. I do like his work. And I like his miniseries a lot. The Visions was just an amazing series. So for that book, I decided I'm going to check this out, since it's only, I think it's 8 issues total. So I saw John was talking about it. I loved it. I loved the first issue. John, I think everything that you said was spot on. And on top of that, the second issue just came out. So Supergirl, this is the book we're talking about. Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. Tom King, the artist, Evely. Let's see. Belkis Evely doing the pencils and the inking. I love it. I love the characters. The girl character here, who is like from this other planet, who's kind of going along with her, where they're on this mission now to get revenge on this guy who took the girl's father's life. And she went to Supergirl asking for help, essentially. And at first she didn't really want to do it because she was just so busy with other things, but she kind of gets tied into it in the first issue, and then agrees to help out. So I just love her, where her head is, and like how she's grown up versus like how we would, like she doesn't have like the modernized verbal cues, I guess you could say. I don't know if I'm making sense here, but anyways, I really enjoyed the dialogue in this, and I'm really just enjoying it overall. So if you guys are not reading this, I do recommend it. And again, good call, John. I appreciate you taking some time out of your difficult day at the beach. It looked rough out there, man. It looked really rough. The waves, the rocks, yeah, all that stuff. So no, I really do appreciate you sending me that. Working takes a lot of, yeah, man. I hear you. Yeah, and that was where I was like, all right, well, John's sending me one from the beach. Who else will send me one from somewhere? So like, Mark is sending me one from the car as he's driving back from his vacation. Caroline's out at the mall, or wherever you were, Caroline. And then Jason also out at a restaurant and about to eat. Nick, of course, he's in his nice cozy room. He's got his cool video games in the background. Good call on you, Nick. Yeah, exactly. Work hard, play hard. That is it. That is true. All right. So that's Supergirl. I did want to touch on that. I'm really glad, John, that you brought that up, and I'm going to continue reading that. Maybe do a book club on it or something as that finishes through. Would be a really cool idea. Two more books. I know I'm 36 minutes in here. I appreciate you guys hanging with me here. Sorry. Legion says, I'm still on vacation. We were just in the middle of switching islands. Oh, there you go. Okay, there you go. So yeah, Legion putting in a lot of work as well on his island jumping vacation. So very nice. TM, no, man, I haven't been reading that. Perhaps shame on me, but I haven't been reading that. Thanks, brother. Appreciate your Rod. All right, last two books here. And I have one more guest, by the way. So last two books. Dark Blood issue number 1 by Boom Studios. This is a 6 issue. This is one of 6. LaToya Morgan doing the writing, Walt Barna on the artwork. I enjoyed it. It was just really short. I was gonna say fast. I guess short. I was surprised that I got to the end when I did. It definitely is not for kids. It is of a heavier subject overall. It deals with racism, and this takes place in 1955 in Alabama. This guy Avery Aldridge, who essentially gains some superpowers that he is still trying to kind of figure out himself. But he's in a world where he is not appreciated at all, and a lot based on the color of his skin. And it just seemed to be so. He has like flashbacks of being in the war, in the military, and then flashbacks, and then taking place in the present. The artwork was great. I want to see if I can flip through some of it. So I really, really enjoyed some of his drawings. Like a lot of the book was just him walking home from, I think, like the bar, and he gets stopped by a man who basically puts a gun to his face. And then there's flashbacks of him kind of blacking out, and he's trying to remember how to like stay calm and stay focused, even when he has to eject from an airplane, which was kind of scary. So, during when he was in the military. So, anyways, I really enjoyed it. I think this might be something I wait for the trade and just read it all in one, because I just felt like issue 1. I don't know. It just went really fast. It just ended like out of nowhere. So, yeah, that's, it might be something I wait for in that sense. I see Kevin in the house. What's going on? Entropy in Comics. Good to see you. Let's see. Jason said, I feel we could have got a tiny bit more story from Dark. Yeah, 100%. I thought it just ended, and I was very surprised to see that. So, all right. So I have one more guest here, and then and the final book that I'm going to talk about here tonight. And yes, this is part of Tag Team Thursday. Good call, Glitter. I put all the information in the description below of all of my guests that have been featured in tonight's video, as well as the usual crew for the Tag Team Thursday crew. So they are also their links are in the chat as well if you guys are not following them. Yes, good call. So here's the last clip here.
Hey guys, it's me from another dimension, another timeline. See, I'm still at work. I haven't even gotten home yet, but you're watching me live right now. Well, not me, but the other me. Anyways, I just wanted to say that Nightwing 82 was my favorite read of the week. If you guys are not reading Nightwing, you should be, because, well, it's awesome. And honestly, I'm not sure why I'm talking this loud. But anyways, have a great day.
Wow. That guy was weird. Little creepy, right? Wow, what a loser. Anyways, Nightwing 82. Yes, I do agree with Justin there. My baby right here, Nightwing 82. I am loving this series. I talked a tiny bit about it as I saw Simple Simon in here. Man, this series is just my favorite series. I mean, I literally talk about it all the time. Even me from other dimensions talks about Nightwing all the time. So that's how you know. That's how you know how great this book is. So I've talked a lot of people onto this book. I've talked to a lot of people who are not even DC fans or Nightwing fans or never read anything from Nightwing or Batman or anything of that sort. I've talked a lot of people into reading this series starting at 78. I'll have to go back and see if I can capture the voice recording that I sent to a friend that I pitched this to. Yeah, anyways, if you're not reading Nightwing, I highly recommend it. I don't care if you're not a fan of DC, if you're not a fan of Nightwing, if you don't think you know anything about Nightwing, that's okay. That's the great thing about it, is it's completely okay. You can jump in at 78 and not need to know anything. I mean, sure, like there's like some characters, but like you really don't need to know anything. You can just go with it. And so, yes, Tom Taylor is just an amazing writer. I love what he's doing with this series. Bruno Redondo, amazing artwork, just stunning artwork. And I can't recommend this enough. So again, shout out to the other dimension, me, as weird and creepy and loud as you were. I appreciate you being part of this. So Nightwing 82, if you guys are not on it, get on it. Highly recommend. Let's see if we can see a couple. Oh, we got Sean in the house. Slim Comics and more. Slim, if you missed my top 10 picks from earlier today, go check it out. I'm starting to do shout outs during that show. And Slim, you were my first one, man. So shout out to Slim Comics and more. I put his information in the description of that video, so make sure you check that out as well from earlier today, 12:30. And Slim, man, love everything you're doing. Let's see. I want to scroll back here just for a second. Let's see. Oh, mind blown. Yep. Legion says Nightwing definitely good. Taylor never misses. Yeah, man, it's just been like home run after home run. Justin 123. Yeah, dude, Eric. Oh my, I thought I saw you earlier. Eric's in the house here. Says he's a variant. No good comics. Yeah, man, creepy, right? I mean, that guy, a little bit of a loser. Yeah, Legion variant. Fable knows. Heck yeah, appreciate the laughs. Peter Parker. I thought it was Parker's Peter Parker's Pants. What's going on? Still have to read. You really should, because it is really good. Sorry, just going back through some of the comments here. Yes, Nick saying sub that guy up. He's a little creepy, but I would say sub that guy up. Loud noises. So good. Yep. TM. Yep. Yes, sir. Does this Justin know the other other John? Oh, I don't know. That I do not know. The chat's hilarious. I appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. Make sure you're subbed up to everybody. I put everyone's links in the description below. I'm adding Nick's. So again, Nick, apologize. Shout out to you, my friend. Yeah, if you guys are not following any of these individuals that have sent me videos here tonight and were featured, or if you're not following people from Tag Team Thursday, you can find all that in the description below. So make sure you do that. Oh, and yes, H. Lee, that's a book that I will collect physically. Yes. And Nightwing. I mean, there are a few. I post them over on Instagram. You guys know I pick 3 books that I buy physically each week. The rest I buy only digitally. Some I buy literally both. Like I have, what is it? Dark Blood and Mother of Madness. I also bought digitally because I'm a madness type of man myself. So, yeah. Peter Parker's Pants, Nightwing's my favorite right now. I'm totally with you. Top of the stack every time, 100%. Great question. I mean, most of the books that I just showed you, I mean, everything was digital that I just showed you here. So I generally prefer digital. So if I can get it digitally, I will get it. The only one I couldn't get digitally, because they don't make it digitally, is this book right here, The Lot, that I really enjoyed this first issue. So it's from Bad Idea. It's tough to get their books, but if you can get them, I really enjoyed that first issue. It's very, very good. I talked about it last time. Legion saying DC is constantly delivering the stories. Happy to hear more people starting to try them out. Yeah, Mark, man, I was not reading any DC before Nightwing 78 came out. Ever since Nightwing 78 came out, I am now on let's see, Nightwing, Swamp Thing, Batman, Supergirl just started reading, Nice House on the Lake, if you count that, it's DC, it's 5. My mind's going blank now, but I'm reading so much DC now. And I'm giving a lot of it a shot just in general. Daniel, what's going on? Danime in the house. Good to see you. 78 third printing next week, I think. Man. Yeah, that's a good sign. It's a good sign. Anyone who missed it, you can get the reprints. They are out there, or buy it digitally like I did. Jason, tell DC to send you a check. Yeah, man, they should, right? I think perhaps they should. If I jump in at 78, if I jump in at 78, that 26 years from now, wait, what is that? Is that 26 years? Yeah, no, you'll be good at 68. You'll be good at 68. Let's see. I'll be able to binge read 5. Yeah, good. All right, cool. There you go. Good stuff, Michelle. The low grades in the house. What's going on, brother? Yeah, man. Agreed. Oh, chat just jumped. Wow, I'm a little behind on the chat here. TK in the house. What's going on, brother? Good to see you. Let's see. Taylor, agreed. He is absolutely killing it. Peter Parker's pants. All right. I think I'm gonna wrap this up. Yeah, Azor, it's good to see you, man. Appreciate everybody hanging out. This is Tag Team Thursday. I was closing it out here. Again, if you're not followed or subbed up to everybody, make sure you do so. Tonight's been an awesome night. I appreciate everybody who hung out with me here with the extended videos. Yes, I am low grades. It's amazing stuff. Hanging out with the alligator, Justin, nice. And Nick, yeah, I think I've picked up 4 or 5 new DC books compared to a month or two ago. Agree. Yeah, man. It's there's so many great books, and a big thanks to a lot of the writers that have like really just been hitting home runs. I feel like just answer my question. There you go. All right. Oh yeah, Robin is another one that I've been loving. Suicide Squad, I need to read. I do own the first couple, and I just haven't read them yet. What's the other one? Teen Titans. I did read the first 2 issues of Teen Titans. Still need to kind of catch up to that. But yeah, absolutely. Thanks so much for hanging out. I appreciate it, Glitter. I thank everybody for hanging out. I am going to sign off here. But like I said, make sure you catch the top 10 picks that I did earlier today. Again, there's my man, Sean. Give him a shout out. Good to see you, Slim. Thank you all so much for hanging out. This Saturday, Comic Collector Origins with Victoria. Read Across the Stars. If you guys are around 2:00 Eastern time this Saturday, I will be interviewing Victoria. So really excited about that. Again, if you're watching the replay right now, you, thank you so much for taking that time. Everybody here, thank you so much. Smash that thumbs up, and I will talk to you all.